Mothy. I think this is a trilogy. I don't know how many's in the actual series, but I know it's series based. It is about the following. No one knows why Juliet's touch is fatal, but the reestablishment, oh, that's the name of it, I forgot that. The reestablishment has plans for her. Plans to use her as a weapon. But Juliet has plans of her own. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovering a strength to fight back for the very first time and to find a future with the one boy she thought she'd lost forever. In this electrifying debut, Tara Moffi presents a riveting dystopian world, a thrilling superhero story, and an unforgettable heroine. So it does have the superhero aspect to it. I remember reading though one time, and then I will veer off, that there is a trend in books where the girl, and they did it with Scent and Touch of Power, hi Miki, where the girl has been isolated forever and she falls for the first boy that she sees, basically, which they say is somewhat problematic. But I guess Hunger Games sort of veered from that, and look, no one liked, well, I liked it. But everyone was like, Gale. I don't like Gale. I think I talked about, yeah, I don't know, I liked, what's his name? Kita. I guess they tried to break from that a little, because she was always with Gale and then got with the other guy, but I don't know if that's a problem or not. I don't know if it's a problem because for our books and stories, Rapunzel and all that, even our fairy tales do that. Maybe it's just something we like. I don't know. Minky doesn't know either.
A thought to ponder.
Mush, mush.
I remember parts of the people. I remember,
her name is Julia.
I think it was sort of, wasn't it like the government was shamming the people into thinking that there was an environmental catastrophe. Sort of like that Ron Howard movie with the, I love that movie, I can't think of it. They were actually
Bryce Dallas Howard was in it, where she was blind.
And they thought that there was bad things past the fence, and it turned out they were in
The Village. The Village.
Oh, that sort of reminded me of this book.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because they were secluded.
Yeah. And I don't remember why they were, I guess it was sort of like Divergent and Insurgent. They kept them, in Hunger Games, they kept them.
And she had been alone so long that when they brought...
She was in a jail when it opened. That's right.
And wasn't it Adam?
I think that was his name.
They put him in the same cell, and she was afraid to... He grabbed the bed from her and took the bed, and she had to lay on the floor.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that. So he was...
a soldier.
Instigator. Yeah, he was a soldier, because that's right. It was a military operation, sort of. What I really liked about this book was that her actual writing style, I remember, because she would say something, and then they would strike it out, and then say... And I don't know if I can find
like
one,
her inner thoughts.
It would be like, yeah, her inner thoughts. And I just wrote, there it was. It was striked out. I wonder if Adam is in the crowd. I wonder if he can see me. I wonder what he thinks of me now. All that scratched out. It's sort of like a journal. She kept a journal.
Yes.
She kept a journal.
In her skirt. Or
pants
or something.
And
no
she
one
got
knew
it back, didn't she? Because it disappeared for a while.
You weren't allowed to write.
That's right. You weren't allowed to write. But she did. Okay. It's coming back to me now.
And Kent,
I forgot about that.
And Kent was
he the bad guy?
He was bad, and he was attracted to her.
That's right.
And he wanted her power for the government.
Yeah, and I forget how they were going to harness her power. I don't even know if that was
I don't think
discussed. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they just wanted to use her as a... Because I remember that, like, people, the soldiers were afraid of her. So I think it was just a fear factor thing.
And then they were able to escape to try to help his brother.
I do not remember that part.
Secluded building.
Oh, yes.
And they found a vehicle, of course you can see it, they found this vehicle and they got away. But then...
That might be a spoiler, so we don't want to go there.
Yeah.
But, I forgot about the brother part.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who was I think it was like an aunt or something. I don't even remember. Well, I don't. Maybe I need to read for content. I usually just read for
relaxing.
I read like it's a movie, and I don't remember movies sometimes. I just go, oh, I don't remember that at all.
It was good. That was really
I
good.
really liked, and there's another one out. It's
and
called
her power
Unraveling.
was, the main thing was,
Oh, right. Her
we
power.
forgot the main thing.
Her main thing.
She couldn't touch anyone.
She couldn't touch anyone. I liked that. That reminded me of X-Men with Rogue. She would touch and they'd die, or she would usurp. Well, Rogue would usurp the power, but this person, they would die.
And they had, they had to go through that building at the beginning blindfolded or without. She didn't know where she was gone, and he helped her to the shower room. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that. That just reminded me, for some reason, of Ruby Red, when they blindfolded them to do the whatever that was called when they had to do their time traveling stuff, and they didn't want her to know where the chronograph was. They blindfolded her. So the characters were similar, sort of.
She was sort of the government pawn.
The government pawn and a test subject, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And what was I like that? It's like my touch is lethal, and then they have it crossed out. My touch is power. I don't even know how I found out about these books. I think I subscribed to Ransom Riggs, who's her husband, and I think they did a vlog together. And then I was like, well, what does she do? And I like that.
It was good.
Yeah, I like the scratched out. I didn't. It looks like she did it more towards the beginning, and I guess that's when she was doing her writing. Literacy is power. It is actually.
True.
That's actually not even meant to be a joke. It actually is true. The next one will be Unravel Me, which I haven't purchased, but I shall in the fall. And I think the third one's out. I just saw in the back they have a ebook that's an exclusive called Destroy Me, and it was the Warner, the bad guy's point of view. I bet that's pretty good. I might get that. Alright, so I think I know how this works. Out of 5, where are we going? We liked it! Ah! I'm gonna guess.
I think it's a 5.
I think it's a 5. Minky agrees.
Some won't be. But
some won't be. But I think the earlier ones are the ones that we really, really like. I'm trying to think if there's any books that I've read lately that I just absolutely didn't. Oh, no, there is. And I'll give it to you, see what you think about it. The Three Weissmans of Westport. First half was so good. And then that was when I was saying they changed the complete storyline. And it's the one where the mother dies. And I'm like, why would you be going in one direction and then just shift it? So there are some books we don't like.
I can name one.
Yeah, no, I really don't. That's a Shades of Grey is a whole other vlog.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that one.
We should.
I hated that book. I gave that a negative 30 out of 0 out of 5.
It was preposterous.
Preposterous.
Awful.
So we'll have a discussion on that one later because it's going to be entertaining. Because we both really hated that book.
Yeah.
All of them.
It was painful to
But
read.
we loved this one.
Loved it.
So Terra Mafia
Smart.
Shatter Me.
It
Yeah,
was
it was
smart.
smart. I like this one.
Smart.
And you haven't read the Ransom Rigg ones. I think the two, I call them like the literary power couple. They just write really interesting books. Like they go back to the story instead of, wow, this was dystopian. It wasn't like preying on the tricks. And I
And
forget
it
what the
wasn't one
birds
of
were
those
about.
like a science fiction. It wasn't that. It was just smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, I don't think it was really science fiction.
But
I think it was the dystopian.
The government-y.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
So we like it. We give it a 5. We give Shades of Grey negative 30.